I'm Kenzie Gladusky, and for my World History class project this semester, I made a flatbow that is similar to the ones used by Native Americans. Today we will talk about the history of this bow, its design, its accessories, and how it's used today. First off, a flatbow is a non-curved bow with wide limbs that have a relatively rectangular cross-section. This allows for all the pressure put on the bow when it's pulled back to be distributed evenly and provide lots of power when shot. The flatbow was used by many Native American tribes such as the Hoopa, Wampanoag, and Karok. They utilized this weapon for harvesting game and during times of war. Its slick design allowed for lots of power to successfully hunt animals and even kill other people. One can use nearly any kind of wood to create a flatbow. When making this project, I used ash. It was the wood that was readily available to me, and we researched and found out this type of wood is often used to make flatbows today. Many Native American tribes, however, used Osage orange wood. This is a good choice because this wood doesn't rot easily and is fairly strong. Native Americans often added things onto their flatbows. The purpose of this was to add strength and grip to the bow. Sinew, or animal tendons, was put on the wooden limbs of the bows to provide strength. Tan leather was usually wrapped around the handle of the bows to add a nice grip for the shooter. I added the leather on mine, but didn't think having animal tendons glued on the bow was a good idea. The bowstring on a flatbow is usually made up of hemp cord. This doesn't stretch too easily and is relatively strong. It's a good choice to use because it snaps back quickly and releases the arrow with lots of power. And as you know, you need an arrow to shoot a bow. Arrows utilized by Native Americans were made out of wood and were fletched, meaning they had feathers attached to them to allow them to fly in a straighter path. Most arrows also had arrowheads on them. These were made up of either flint, stone, copper, or bone. Some arrows, however, were simply sharpened on the end, like the ones I made for this project. These arrows were used to hunt small game by the Native Americans. The flatbow is still very popular today. Paleolithic tribes still use them to harvest game and during times of war. A more modern flatbow has also been developed. It's called the American Flatbow, or AFB. It was created in the 1930s based on the Native American design of a flatbow. The flatbow, with its really good design, was and still is a useful tool for humans. It can hunt game and aid in times of war.